Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Dylan, and I'm back again with my weekly pickups review. Now, if you're new to my channel, you know this is where I just basically, well, if you're new to my channel, you wouldn't know. So what am I thinking? I'm all spazzed out because I literally just recorded this video, 20-minute video. Somehow it cut off after 3 minutes, and I swear I hit stop. So, oh man, I hope this is as good as the first take I did. But if you're new to my channel, I try to never give spoilers on this video, and unless I talk about what happened like a week ago, which what I'm saying, that should be, we're able to talk about that, what I'm saying. But I basically talk about what I picked up at my local comic book shop this week, and it was a great week. We had some new number ones, and before I keep going, I want to say Happy New Year to all of you guys, man. Thank you for hanging out and being just day one supporters this whole time. You guys have really, man, showed me so much love. All you guys, man. Like, I couldn't do this without you guys, man. All the live streams we've been doing, collabing with a bunch of cool creators, man. I just been having so much fun. And 2020 is going to be a great year. A lot of big things coming, so make sure you hit that bell notification so you get all updates on upcoming videos, because I'm gonna be doing some crazy stuff. Like, some big things are coming 2020, and this is just the beginning. I've only been doing this for 3-4 months, and the responses I've been getting back from the community have been outstanding, man. Like, you guys are the best, and I enjoy all your support, and every comment you guys make is always just so nice, man. I just love going back and communicating with you guys. It's just been so much fun. So you guys know how I usually start my weekly pickups review. I start with my pick of the week, and my pick of the week ain't gonna be no big surprise. Issue 1 of Thor. Donny Cates did his fucking thing, man. This was so good. I had so much fun with it. I had high expectations, and my expectations were surpassed big time. Everything the man does is golden, man. Like, I just love it. I love it. Nick Klein did the pencils. We got Matt Wilson doing the inks. Man, this whole book came together, and it is just a grail right here. It makes me, I'm not a big cover guy. I don't buy multiple covers, but I'm like thinking so bad I need to go back and get that art germ, because not a lot. I want that Stegman, but sadly my shop didn't buy that many variants. The cutoff, they kind of got screwed on it, so I got this one. That's all that matters. As long as I got at least one copy. Wow, this was just so much fun. It's a great way to start the new year with a number one. He totally respects everything Jason Aaron did in his last 7 years, but totally makes it his own book in the first couple pages, man. This was just so much fun. It was completely outstanding, and it made my jaw drop. I highly recommend you pick this up. If you haven't been reading Thor, even if you're not that big of a Thor fan, you need to get this. You gotta at least check it out, because it was just so cool. It's a perfect number one, perfect jumping on point, obviously, and it's just a perfect way to start the new year. Thank you so much, Donny Cates. You killed it again, once again, and I fucking love it, man. Oh my god, I cannot wait to see what he does in the future with this run, because it has just been an absolute treat. For real. Next, we got some good number ones. It's a great way to start the new year, man. Hawkeye, Free Fall, number one. 1 of 5, I believe. Matthew Rosenberg did a great job on this. I've really been wanting to get into some Hawkeye stuff. I hear so many great things about the Matt Fraction run. I think I still have been kind of hearing the Fraction run is still maybe a little bit better. But, this is just the first issue, and this is more solely based Hawkeye. That one has Kate Bishop in it and stuff, but this was really fun. I've been wanting, he's a grounded hero. He doesn't have powers. He's just a man who can kick some ass and shoot a fucking arrow, a bow and arrow better than anyone, man. And it was really cool. We get a cool hood appearance. I know my man Rockin' Robbie is a big fan of the hood. I'm really interested to see what Matthew Rosenberg does with this, because Matthew Rosenberg, Donny Cates, these are young guys, man, and they're leading the forefront, and they're doing fantastic work. And I highly recommend you support these artists and writers and these creators, because, like I said, they're the forefront, and they're what's going to be leading this community with their stories in the future to come, and they've just been doing a kick-ass job. Next, we got another #1, baby, and another one of them forefront runners, Charles Soule, writing Star Wars. I'm pretty damn sure that he was the one writing the New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, like in between, and I hear great things, man. And this one takes place after Empire Strikes Back, directly after. And I'm a big Star Wars guy, so I've been waiting to jump into some Star Wars stuff. And 2020 is not gonna disappoint. We got Star Wars. We got the Rise of Kylo Ren, which the first issue came out a couple weeks ago. We're getting a Darth Vader run. I don't know who did they say is writing that Vader run, but I am definitely snagging up that Vader run because it actually looks like the Vader run will tie into this story as well. Because let me, if I can find it. I'm sorry, this book is kind of messed up. The staple in the bottom. Greg Pak is going to be doing doing this one, and it's, Vader's son escaped. The Dark Lord will escape the Dark Lord. Vengeance will not. Vader's son escaped the Dark Lord. Vengeance will not. Yeah. But a new story begins following the events of the Empire Strikes Back. So this is definitely, that Vader run and this, I think, are definitely going to be 2 books to pick up. Also got a Bounty Hunter book coming. But I really enjoyed what Charles Soule did with this. The artwork is fantastic. And as I'm reading this, Charles Soule, man, like he's got the voices down, man. As I'm reading it, I hear Lando, I hear Leia, I hear Luke, I hear Chewie, I hear them all in my head. C-3PO, I hear it all, man, and he did a great job. X-Men #4 is next, baby, and wow, this was a close one for pick of the week. Donny Cates' book just really was top of the line, and it seems to be everyone's favorite. But dude, X-Men 4, talk about just a story where it's all talking, but this book was so good. This is like The Godfather meets X-Men, in my opinion, with some political stuff going on, you know what I mean? But man, we got Apocalypse, Magneto, Professor X, we got Cyclops, and we got Gorgon. And I don't know if I know anything about Gorgon, but wow, I am a big fan of Gorgon. That's the great thing about these X-Men titles. That's what's the great thing about these Dawn of X. It's turning characters I didn't really care about, didn't know anything about, was always like, whatever. They're making me love these new characters. I know about the big dogs, I know about the main ones, but these side characters, they're really making me love these side characters, man. Like, it's how I turned to love Glob. Shout out Robbie, pop culture philosophers, jeez. That's my Glob homie for life, man. He knows what I'm talking about. Glob is the dog. No Glob in this, sadly, but wow, man. We got Magneto eating a steak in this, just talking like he's the damn Godfather, man. This was so good. This was so good. I highly recommend it. Some big things happened in this. I don't know how big they were, really, but this shit is setting up some crazy shit to come, and man, some people might think it was slow paced, but it was really, really needed and really good. I really had fun with it. I'm reading it and I'm just like, wow, what the fuck? This is crazy. There's so much it was just so tense, man. It was so tense. Like, they get invited by these humans to have a meeting, and when humans invite them, something's gonna go down. Issue 5 of Marauders. We're on to the 5s now. Issue 5s. Issue 4 of X-Men came out, so we're all done with those. Issue 5 is starting off with Marauders, and this, man, you guys know, if you've seen my video when I talked about the artwork in X-Men in the past, I thought the way they drew Emma Frost did not look that great. She had a kind of butter face, and this artwork is so good. Emma Frost and Kitty Pryde looking like some dimes, bro. Dime pieces. Emma Frost especially. Wow, bro. I can't wait. I'm excited to see that Jean Grey Emma Frost mashup they're gonna do, Hickman's doing in the future. But wow, this was a really cool issue. This might have been the weaker issue, I'd say, out of the the late the 5 issues of Marauders, but it was still really damn good. You know what I'm saying? It's setting up something for a big issue in issue 6. I think issue 6 shit's about to go down for real. Like, X-Men and Pirates, you got me in all day, man, and I just really have been having fun with that. Punisher Soviet issue 3. I believe this is only 5 issues, and after this issue, shit's going down in issue 4. I can already see for the previews. It's going down in issue 4. This was a little bit more slow paced, but this was really gritty, gory, and man, it gets into the it really gets deep into like what maybe some guys in the war have gone through in the past, like that. Man, like for real, shout out any of the veterans, man. Like I got nothing but respect for all you veterans that have given your life to your country, given your service to this country. Man, like, dude, take a moment and make sure you salute, man, your veterans, man. Many have gone, and dude, this book was just really good, and I think that oh man, it really it shows that how some veterans, man, they don't get the credit they deserve, and it's fucked up, man. They deserve the world, man. That they put their lives on the line for this country, man. And sometimes they're forgotten, and sometimes they go through really hardships after they get let out of the war or they get their leave. And this was a great run. The artwork was fantastic. Garth Ennis, I'm sorry, knows what he's doing. But this has been more, it seemed more kind of like in the light of the Soviet soldier. And now issue 4 is going to go and they're going to team up and they're going to be kicking ass. But yeah, these last two, this run is not what I think most people would have thought coming from a Punisher run. But I still have enjoyed it because I'm a big war guy. I love war movies. I love that history. And I think that this has been a pretty cool run. If you're like into that war stuff, I think this is something that you would read. It gets really into the nitty gritty of stuff. Miles Morales issue 14. Miles Morales Spider-Man issue 14. Artwork is stupendous in this. The writing has been really fun. We get, issue 13. We had that, first cameo appearance of Miles' new sister Billy. Now we get that first full appearance, I'd say. I guess that's how you guys say it. Man, the artwork was so cool. Look at that green. We get some of that Ultimate Green Goblin goodness. And Miles is trying to figure out what's going on with this new drug that has been going around the city. And it gets pretty damn cool. That's not even the half of it. If you've been reading this, you know that Miles is always... It starts off with Miles kind of, talking to his journal. And some shit happens with that journal. And what's going to happen now, like, you'll have to read to find out. But I think that this has been one of the great, consistent Spider-Man titles of the year, 2019. It sucks Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man had to go. ASM has been a real rocky road lately, but Miles Morales Spider-Man has been really fun. So, I highly recommend that one. One I'm not reading, but I promise you I will catch up. Daredevil issue 16. I've been picking up all the issues. I read up to like issue 6 and then I kind of fell off, but I could not bring myself to drop it because I'm a big Daredevil guy and so much hype has been going on about Chip Zdarsky, Marco Caccetto, and I know sometimes he leaves for a couple issues and comes back, but I've just been hearing so many good things I could not drop it. So one of these days I'm gonna have to do like a spotlight and read all the issues and finally catch up and do like a review. I promise one of these days I will do a review on like all the issues that have been released. Next we got my favorite. I love these. I love them so much. True Believers. These are what the Criminally is saying. So for what that Ravencroft stuff that's coming up, we got first appearances of the Green Goblin, ASM 14 I believe. Some Stan Lee, Steve Ditko goodness. Oh my god, you can't go wrong. I can never pass up a Stan Lee book. I can't do it, especially at $1. No way in hell. And I've always wanted the ASM 14, the Green Goblin. I've always been a big fan of Green Goblin, so it's really cool to just be able to read this issue, just to have it in the collection. I'm really happy about that. Next we get, I believe this is the first appearance of Bullseye. And from what I heard, that this is a really great read still to this day. I heard this one's a little bit slower, but it picks up. This one is just full force, like badass. So I can't wait to sit down and finally get to read these. we got another DC Dollar Comics Batman issue 613. We got some Jeff Loeb and Jim Lee goodness, and you never can go wrong with that, baby. You never can. I can't wait to sit down and read this. I love Jim Lee. I can never pass up on his stuff. He's, especially at a dollar, his work is just fantastic. Another one I still need to catch up and read, but I'm just such a sucker. I'm the biggest sucker on the earth. I cannot bring myself to drop a book until the story arc is completed, and we got one more issue, and then it's finally done. And I like Martian Manhunter. He's a character I want to figure more about. So I was excited to read this, but I kind of fell off it, just having so many books to read, and I'm gonna have to catch up on reading all of this eventually. But yeah, I think the artwork and all the covers have been really cool. So you know, if you're a Martian Manhunter, it's probably definitely worth a shot. I just couldn't. I'm a sucker, like I said. I couldn't bring myself to drop it, but I do look forward to being able to binge all 12 issues eventually. We got next Batman Detective Comics, baby, issue 1018, and this is starting a new story arc, and it's dead. What is it? Oh my God, this was a really cool read. It's a Christmas story, which Tomasi, you're a little late, dog. Dead of Winter, Part 1. So you can jump on this story arc not knowing shit right now, and you'll be just fine. Have yourself a pagan little Christmas. Wow, this was really cool. This was really cool. They didn't. You never get the monster in this, I'd say, but I mean, come on now. You know how it goes with the comic covers. But wow, I'm really excited to see what happens. I believe this will probably just be a part 1, part 2. So probably get part 2 in like a week, like 2 weeks at the most. But man, this was just such a fun issue. I love me some Christmas like story tie-ins, and this was pretty damn dark in my opinion. Like the first couple scenes, I'm like, holy shit, I didn't know they can get that dark with with a Detective Comics book, but they go for it, man. This was great. Artwork was really cool. Another one I've been absolutely loving, The Flash, issue 85. Give a round of applause for this man, Joshua Williamson. 85 issues straight, and he has consistently been doing a fantastic job. I cannot say it enough. He has made me really love characters that I really had no care for. He's made me love Captain Cold. He's made me love Barry Allen. I've always liked Barry Allen. I've never loved Barry Allen though. He has made me really become a big fan. And look at this cover, baby. Look at that. Thrown to the wolves. We got some badass ice wolves, man. And he's made me really become a big fan of Captain Cold. And dude, the Rogues, I love the Rogues now, man. The Rogues are awesome, and this Rogues Reign story arc has been absolutely so much fun. I highly recommend this series. Joshua Williamson has been doing such a good job. 85 issues straight, and he's writing Batman Superman now, and he hasn't dude, he's been just doing so good. So good. Next, we got Justice League 18. Justice League Dark, I'm sorry. I've been loving this. We only get one more issue with James Tynion. Sadly to say, he'll be leaving, but my man's getting Batman 86, and I cannot wait for what he's going to do with that series. I cannot wait to see how this wraps up. We get another really cool cover. You know, we get some more Upside Down Man, and Serkei. Yeah, Serkei has Wonder Woman's body, and she's trying to do some crazy shit right now up on Earth, and Wonder Woman's trapped. So what is she gonna do? Well, Upside Down Man gives her an option. So I cannot wait to see what the hell he's gonna do. What is gonna go down in issue 19? It's gonna get pretty damn crazy. I'm sure of it. And I highly recommend, if you have not been reading Justice League Dark, to try to maybe go back and pick up these trades, because James Tynion has just been doing a really good job. In my opinion, I like Justice League Dark better than Justice League. Scott Snyder has been doing a great job with that, but sometimes I get a little lost with that story. It's a little dense at times. I really have loved those Legion of Doom issues. I've been really liking the latest story arc, but for all in all, this has been the better story in my opinion. Next we got last but definitely least of my favorite of what I liked this week, but it wasn't that bad. It at least made me want to still at least finish the story arc, but I promise you I'm just such a sucker. Once this story arc is done, I'm done with Action Comics. This wasn't that bad of an issue. It just has not been what I want, man. It's just, I think Bendis just is doing a little bit too much work, and it's just, and even in this, I know Superman's already revealed his identity. Clark Kent is Superman, and in this, it's like a couple days behind, so he still hasn't even revealed his identity. So basically, it's it's drawn by John Romita Jr. and I like his old school work. I'm not the biggest fan of his new stuff, but I liked what he did in City of Bane. I thought that his artwork when this was pretty good. It's not the greatest, but I actually enjoyed it. This issue, though, it wasn't the best. It wasn't the greatest. It was in the middle. It was so-so. But it's not enough for me to keep reading this. It's just enough for me to at least be a sucker, as always, and finish the story arc. So that's what I got for this week, guys. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys picked up. Let me know what you guys thought of everything. It wasn't that big of a week. It was pretty medium in my opinion, pretty light on the wallet. So my wallet was happy. But like I said, Happy New Year's, guys. I really appreciate you guys always hanging out, showing so much support and love, and you guys are absolutely the best. I cannot wait to see what's to come for 2020. It's going to be a big year. We're going to have a lot of fun. Make sure you hit that bell notification so you get all updates on videos so you can come hang out. And if you guys wouldn't mind hitting that like button on your way out, hitting that subscribe button. Well, before I get to that, if there's any indie titles you guys want to recommend to me for 2020, because I feel like I'm kind of always late to the punch with those, I really would appreciate if you guys could let me know about any upcoming independent titles that you guys might think are going to be really good, because I plan on trying to read more independent titles in 2020. So if you guys want to ever let me know some new upcoming titles for 2020, let me know in the comments down below. I got Decorum by Hickman. I'm going to add that to my list, but I want to be more hip to these independent and maybe drop a few of these super titles to get on that independent train. So let me know in the comments down below. Hit that like button on your way out. Hit that subscribe if you already have it, and hit that bell notification so you get all updates on upcoming videos. And thanks again, guys. Happy New Year. 2020 is going to be nuts, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.